Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ill Boys podcast. I'm here with Masu, aka X Zone, and Malcolm. On this episode, we are going to talk about cybercrime, which is a serious topic, which I have lots to talk about the topic today as well. Masu, why don't you tell us about
Yeah,
the
cybercrime
cybercrime?
is a very important issue. I have a list here of various the most common cybercrimes. Let's start with web attacks.
Yeah.
A web, a web attack is basically when a website gets hacked and all its data is basically stolen.
Oh, I see.
So, do you guys have any opinions on that? And
I mean, they need to tackle on that more. That's for sure.
I,
And
I don't
also,
I don't
uh,
think there's enough protection against certain websites, to be honest.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. There's
then there's
all of them. There.
yeah, the second one on the list is SQL injections. I think it's usually when there's some kind of malicious code infecting a database.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible that some hacker, some hacker who wants to steal data uses an SQL injector or some malicious software to take
Mm,
data from a certain database.
mm, yeah.
Now this can
It
this
can
can
also.
this can be both offline and online, mind you.
Yep. Yep. Uh, and if I may have a say, you can get like there's like a deep dark web they which there's a lot of cybercrimes in there. I mean, all of our data which probably are in there for sure, just for in there to get bought or anything. For instance, last year or a few couple of months ago, a lot of months ago actually, I got hacked by some guy with a weird ass name. Sorry for my language. For a weird name from some other country that I don't know of. I went to the police to get the account back to see if they'll give me tips. Obviously, they told me I'll never get it back, and I didn't give up, and
Yeah.
eventually, somehow, I got it back, which
Oh,
we
okay.
need to
You're
be,
talking about on Facebook, right?
yeah, yeah, which Facebook can be, which can have a lot of cybercrime in there. Like you can get your account stolen, it can get
Yeah,
sold off, it can get sold, even it can get sold on the deep dark web market or whatever there is, and which I
yeah.
don't
Now
wanna
let's talk
know.
about this thing called cross-site scripting. According to this article, it's when there's a breach in a code of a website, and they might put malicious JavaScript on there.
Oh,
Mal- Malcolm, can you explain to everyone what JavaScript is?
So basically, JavaScript is a web-based. It's not web-based, but it's web-related. It's a web-related coding language, which
Yeah.
people can use to create. I mean, online games, online
Yeah,
widgets.
unfortunately, it can also be used maliciously.
Yeah, for
mm,
malicious purposes.
Now, the next one, I think everyone knows what it is. It's called a DDoS attack.
DDoS. I've heard about DDoS a lot. I've heard about it a lot.
So, Neil, can you give us from what your information what on what a DDoS attack is?
Well, from my perspective, perspective on what DDoS it is, you know, if you like, let's say you're live streaming and you know, you leaked your IP address accidentally, and they use that IP address to track of where you live and such.
Yeah, that's not exactly the intent of it. Usually, a DDoS attack that targets a server and some kind of service, and the
No, they
aim of the
can.
attack.
No, like they can find your address and
Oh,
target.
yeah,
Just basically, they'll target you. Yeah, they would target you.
That
the
is
aim of
possible,
the
but
attack.
yeah, DDoS.
It's possible.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
DDoS is generally like it's towarded to a specific server where there
Yeah,
is
right.
a lot of requests are sent to the server, a lot of packages are sent to the server.
usually it's used to blackmail the government and some other companies to give money. They basically shut down their services.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sometimes
Now
beyond repair.
the next one on the list is password attacks. Obviously, that's self-explanatory.
Mm,
That that basically, if someone gets your password and you don't have any two-factor authentication, they're
yeah.
going to go into your account, and if it's a bank account, they're going to steal all your money.
One
Yep.
thing you should never ever do is give your bank details to anyone.
Yeah,
That
and
is
if they usually if someone genuinely needs your bank details, they wouldn't tell you over the phone or on the computer. They would require you to go there in person.
Yep. That's that's a yeah.
and also
Um.
Now,
you shouldn't give your password to random strangers. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
yeah. Make sure that the person that needs the bank details is the bank
Yep.
usually for verification purposes.
Yep. The bank like that have their own social medias pages. They
Yeah, but you
often
shouldn't do it.
notify. They
You
often
shouldn't do it on
notify
the
that you should
social media
even. Okay.
because if you do it on the social media and it gets breached, your
Yeah.
account gets compromised. You should
Oh,
do it in person.
Yeah. Exactly. I was
and
about to say.
yeah,
I
and
was about to say this. Can I say this? They often the bank often remind people to not, you know, believe for the scam, for the, you know, fake
Yeah, but
fake
usually
SMSs and stuff, which is a good
unfortunately,
thing.
unfortunately, the people targeted most of the time are elderly people.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, now let's go for the sixth one. It's called eavesdropping attacks.
Oh, okay.
An eavesdropping attack begins with an interception of a network traffic. The type of cybercrime is also known as sniffing or snooping.
Snooping, okay.
Individuals attempt to steal your information that computers, smartphones, or other devices receive or send.
yeah,
Oh wow.
this is essentially almost the same as phishing, where they send you where sometimes they pretend to be the bank and send you a fake link which looks
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually
like
they would do is they would scan a gift card, so take the gift card, and then you pay for it by accident.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now there's something. The seventh one is called brute force and dictionary network attacks. Basically,
Uh,
what a dictionary attack is basically if your password somehow is a single word, they
mm,
can use the script called the dictionary attack to identify that word
mm.
of the password. So my suggestion for a password is to use a password manager.
Yeah, yeah.
A password manager makes strong passwords for you.
Yeah. Okay.
And you won't have to write it down because the password manager usually has a vault.
There's a similar thing, but I don't think
It's
it's
called
good
Last.
because it's
The most popular website is called LastPass.
LastPass. Okay. I
Now,
have not heard of that before, so I'll try that.
now the next one is called insider threats. Not all network attacks are executed by outsiders. The insider attack is a very common type of cybercrime. It's performed on a network or a system by individuals who have authorized access to the same system.
Hmm. Alright.
Basically, you have to, if you're, this is usually in for large businesses.
Oh.
They have to be careful who they trust, because if they have access, if they're someone with malicious intent, they can easily steal your information without even trying.
Yeah.
Well, what's your opinion about that?
Yeah, I mean, peop- hackers nowadays find every single way possible to get your data and information. It's it's vital for them basically because and
Yeah.
people need to be careful because it's a thing that's coming even more and more common nowadays as we
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
It's becoming a lot of common
The
actually.
next one on the list is Man in the Middle attack. Mel, can you explain what that is? We did it in school.
Um, Basically, a man in the middle attack is it's basically a kind of network attack that there's a man in the middle involved.
It usually involves eavesdropping
Yeah.
between two different entities. Okay, this one's very recent. It's called AI powered attacks.
Wow.
Basically, sometimes the computer system might be programmed to do certain things. So an AI can be programmed to crack a password. An AI can be programmed to gain your trust.
Oh wow. That's that's scary.
So, unfortunately, the more technology advances, the more crime advances.
Yeah. Which is scary. Which I
Oh,
hope
this one's
which
called Drive By. The next
fucks
one. They're
fucks.
usually through insecure websites. Hackers will just use it, vulnerability and just install malware onto the computer automatically because it has no security.
Uh
Now the next one is very common. It's called
which
phishing.
is yeah,
Phishing.
the one we
I
talked
think
about.
you both can explain what it is.
Yeah, it's when
Duncan
someone
can explain it
yeah,
better.
it's when someone basically pretends to be the bank and sends you an email with with a bunch of baloney, a link to a fake website
Yeah.
which looks
The most
exactly
common.
like the real thing, but if you look at the URL, it's slightly different.
Yeah. Recently, Malta, the bank was robbed.
Oh. Oh wow.
Okay, well, not recently, a few years ago, but still.
Which bank?
Yeah, I believe it wasn't.
BOV.
Yeah, I believe it was in the
BOV.
news. I believe it was in the news.
Now, the next one on the list is very self-explanatory. It's called malware.
Malware, yeah. I've had that lots of times.
I
Malware.
think, Neil, you can explain what malware is.
Malware it's like an infection basically. I mean, if you go into some certain sites, that's I don't know, some site that looks very out of place. that site will like inject malware into your computer without you knowing.
Yeah.
I had
And
to
one amount of
download.
your yeah.
Yeah,
The
I had to
malware can
download
also be what's next on the list. Ransomware.
ransomware. I've heard of that before, but you
Yeah,
cannot explain it
ransomware
briefly.
basically is a program. It doesn't do anything malicious to your computer. What it does do is just locks all your files and pictures and makes you and tells you that basically it makes you pay a ransom.
Oh wow.
If you
Okay.
don't pay the ransom,
Uh,
well, you're not going to get your files back.
yeah, that's for sure.
It doesn't do anything malicious to your computer, but it does, you know,
And
all,
Yeah.
let's
now,
just say always keep a backup.
yeah, and now you can take a moment to promote your channels.
Okay, just I do a popular I do a YouTube channel called X Zone. I vlog on it, and I also have a podcast show called the East Humanist Show. Neil?
And as for me, I do vlogs as well. Vlogs mainly. I do maybe a bit of edits, some few edits just for fun.
Yeah,
Haven't done those edits in a while. If you can, you can subscribe and give a like to my videos, and that will motivate me for sure to make more of these because it's fun. It's fun. It's very adventurous for me to record those vlogs anyway.
yeah. Now let's go to the last one
Also,
on the
also,
list.
also about the atheist humanist show. Yeah, it's from now on. It's going to be live. It's going to be broadcasted on Channel 10 from 1:30 till 2 p.m.
Yeah,
And
and we're also
also,
going to have
y-
we might also have some episodes from the show on that channel.
yeah, and also, as always, I would like to say that you can send an email on illboyspodcast@gmail.com and check our website on illboyspodcast.blogspot.com.
Yes, and now we'll go to the next one on the list. It's called a Trojan Horse. I think all of us have experienced a Trojan horse. We try to install a game that you're meant to pay for, and
Yeah,
instead of installing the program, well, you might install the game, but you will also install a Trojan horse. And
yeah,
what this Trojan horse usually do is uh, is format your computer most of the time.
yeah. I may have installed a cracked version of some games before, without learning the
Ideally,
consequences of it. Um,
ideally, you pay for the games so that you don't end up on. Plus, it's
yep,
also illegal.
even me.
So,
Yeah, even me. I pay for the games now, which is way easier than just having to go to some website where it has bunch of Trojans.
that's about that's about it about cybercrime. Now we're going on fraud. So something called scamming, basically. The
Yep.
most the most popular scams is email-based scams.
Mm-hmm.
You might get an
Definitely.
email from something that looks like Amazon
Y- Yeah.
telling you that you ordered something which you didn't. My
Yeah.
advice for people that get this email is to just check your Amazon.
Yep.
Because if you didn't pay for it, it's not going to be on in the orders list.
And it's a popular thing nowadays because there's like what I call scam call centers, which is probably they're still open to this day, probably in all over India. Because I think
And
I at least I think it's all over India.
Nigeria.
No, Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria too. Okay, that I didn't know.
Yeah, the email scams are more common in Nigeria than in India. In India, it's usually a phone scam.
Yeah.
There's one called an advance fee scam, where basically what it does is it may claim that you are a beneficiary of some estate money, that you have won some kind of lottery or have an old bank account you've forgotten about,
Yeah.
and that you must pay the scammer some money to be able to get the rest of it.
Okay.
What will happen instead if you do that? You'll pay the money and you won't get anything in return.
Okay. It's time to conclude this. Let's
Conclude.
go.
There's more.
Well, from what I'm getting, he said it's time to conclude.
So that has
Right,
been,
Malcolm?
yep, that has been an interesting topic. But
Very
Yeah, with
interesting.
yeah,
the
it's going to be
again.
split into parts. So for this part, that is all. And
Mm.
yeah,
The second part's going to be on fraud.
we'll see you in
Yeah.
the second part of this episode, basically. So that's all for
Yeah.
now, and goodbye.